I'm looking at the. It's 2 games left. There's 2 games left. I don't know what's the word. I guess I'll send out a court to find out what's up with this Colts and Patriots and Vikings and Texans. I don't know what's the word on them 2 games. You know what I mean? But you guys gotta let me know what's going on, if y'all playing or whatever the case may be, so we can keep this ball rolling. So I don't know. I mean, if they saying I'm not gonna. This is only week 2. It's not like we in week 12 and one of these teams is like 1-11 or something like that, where it's just like, yo, their season is over. So with that being said, I'm not gonna dismiss nobody. I was given an extra day because of the holiday. So and actually I think I had we advanced Wednesday. So I gave till Saturday anyway, but most of the games is knocked out. But I was given an extra day because of the holiday. So I'm not going to dismiss nobody game, just for the sake of saying let's keep the league rolling. Like nobody teams or games is important than anybody else's. It's not like we holding up the league, on some old, just cause. I gave an extra day due to the holidays. So if any of these guys are scheduled for tomorrow, I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna ignore them and make them feel like you taking too long. That's it. Nah, it don't work that way. I haven't really been in the chat like that today, so I don't know if any of these guys, these 2 games that you can clearly see, the Texans game and the Colts game, I don't know if any of them said anything in the chat today. I haven't been in the chat. I just caught wind of, different conversations that was going on that I'm about to address. But as far as games being scheduled, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That I don't know. But again, if any of these games are scheduled for tomorrow, we just gonna advance tomorrow. This is only week 2. Nobody got a right to feel like, these games don't matter. I don't care if the Colts only won a few games last season. I don't have nothing to do with this season. His game matter just like mine matter. Anybody else's. Like, everybody's equal. Nobody is above nobody. No commissioners is above nobody when it comes to games being played. Everybody's on the same playing field. Now, I want to get to, and I still don't know the whole gist of everything that was being talked about today, as far as with BAP team. But what I don't understand is why is this even a conversation in season 3 for something that happened last year? But I could tell you why it's a conversation. It's a conversation because BAP won the Super Bowl. If BAP wouldn't have won the Super Bowl, none of this would have never even been brought up. But when you doing good, I've been in these leagues long enough to know the more success you have, the more scrutiny you under. It's just like the guys who win games and people say, yo, they YouTubing. And don't get me wrong, a lot of times that is the case. But do you notice guys that YouTube and still lose, nobody say nothing to them? Why? Because they losing. You only get scrutinized and talked about when you winning. You understand? So the more you win, the more scrutiny comes with it. The more people thinking you doing something funny, the more people thinking you running cheese plays. And don't get me wrong, that might just be the case. You might be running cheese plays to win games or whatever, you know what I mean? So it's just like, yeah, that's just what it is. When you lose, nobody calling you out. When you win, that's when you're getting called out. But even the thing is with BAP team, I'm just saying, like, bottom line, I created BAP player. Now, whatever player I created, I don't remember who the guy was. Like, I created the player on his team because he's supposed to have the dude on his team. Just like, a lot of guys picked the guy. It said that you drafted this player and then it wasn't on their team. You know what I mean? Now, if that happened to other guys, and if it happened to other guys, then, other guys should have said something, but the guys that said something to me about it, I took care of them. If you was one of those guys that, you supposed to have a player, you had a player on your team that you drafted, but then all of a sudden he wasn't there. All you had to do was let me know. You know what I mean? I don't do nothing slick for nobody than I wouldn't do for nobody else. So this, whatever player that they talking about with Bap didn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, and this is why I wanted to start the league over, because that whole draft situation was bogus. You know what I'm saying? Guys picked a guy, then it said that another team picked this guy, but some of you guys didn't want to start over because y'all liked your team. Like, you know what I'm saying? After one season. After one season, some of y'all was just totally invested with not starting over. And I couldn't understand why for the life of me. It wasn't like we was in season 4, season 5. You know what I mean? We played one season and I was down to start over, but a lot of you guys didn't. I think I even put a poll out there and the poll was close. You know what I'm saying? As far as not starting over. And that whole draft thing was bogus. That draft that we had was bogus because it was like, guys was on teams that shouldn't have been. Guys that got picked didn't end up on the team. I mean, it was just chaos. It was chaos. And when it's chaos, sometimes the best thing to do is just flush it out. And I was down with starting the new season over, but a lot of you guys didn't want to for whatever reason. It's not like we was in season 3, season 4, where a lot of guys put a lot of work in with these teams. You know what I mean? Like, but again, since when did Bap get looked at for doing something funny style? I have no idea. Bap never did nothing funny style, you know what I'm saying? Because he ain't a funny style dude. Anything he does on his team, he always informed me. And half of the time, he don't even want to do nothing. He be wanting me to do it. So nobody won't look at it and think nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know why all of a sudden now, but again, it's because Bap won the Super Bowl. I don't care who started it off. I don't care who put a bug in somebody's ear. Anybody that's looking at his team and questioning stuff, only doing it because he won. You understand? Like, if Bap wouldn't have won the Super Bowl, nobody wouldn't have had no questions asked, nothing. You understand? That's just what it is. He's getting questioned because he won. You know what I'm saying? And then now people looking at his team saying, yo, how is this guy like that? Yo, listen, I don't know how his team got whatever receiver this is. I don't, I can't speak on, what his guy got the speed. All I know is I created what I created. I follow what I was supposed to follow. Whatever his guy is today, he earned it. You know what I'm saying? That's just bottom line. Like, ain't nobody do nothing funny, but the amazing thing though is that like some of you guys do a lot of little slick stuff also. Like this is why I put generic drafts in, because some of you guys was actually looking at what draft I was doing and then creating your own season, your own franchise, just to have a one-up on the draft over everybody else. I mean, come on, man. Like I said, I don't be caring enough to do all that stuff or whatever, and there's a lot of little slick stuff I could do, but I don't care enough to do it. You know what I'm saying? But some of you guys, would go by any means to get the one up, This is why I put the generic draft in. You know what I mean? Because when I had the regular draft in, there was guys, I got wind of people telling me, yo, you got guys creating drafts, on their own season, just to see the rookies, so they know what rookies to get. You know what I'm saying? I can't really say that's cheating, but at the same time, it is kind of cheating. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them things where you can make an argument for what it is, and you can make an argument that it's not. But bottom line is, why even do that? You know what I'm saying? Why even do that? So again, you got guys that will run cheese plays and all this stuff just to get the run up, just to get the one up on somebody. You know what I mean? You got guys that, what they call them plays? One play touchdowns and all that. Like, you got guys that'll run them plays, but again, if they losing and they don't make the playoffs, nobody really call them out for it. But trust me, if certain guys all of a sudden make playoffs, go to the Super Bowl, you're gonna have people saying something about them guys. That's just what come with the territory. The more you win, the more you getting looked at as doing something funny. And the funny thing is, for some people that is the case, and for some it ain't. But bottom line, yo, just play ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody do nothing funny. And trust me, I don't allow funny stuff to go down in my league. Like, y'all already know, I never did nothing for nobody or myself that I wouldn't do for others. I ain't never do nothing for any commissioner that I wouldn't do for any of the other teams in the league. I don't move like that. You know what I'm saying? If I found out some funny business went down, what do you think? I'm not going to address the commissioner? Like, come on. Like, at the end of the day, this is all for fun. I don't get paid for doing none of this. I do it just for the love of us been playing Madden for years. You know, that's strictly all it is. Nothing more, nothing less. But at the same time, my name is still attached to this. So if my name is attached to this, I want it to be ran a certain way. You know, I don't want to be known as, yo, don't mess with that nigga, why not leagues. That nigga be having mad funny stuff go down in his league. Nigga be clearing his cap. Nigga be doing this for the commission. I don't want my name attached to none of that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't move like that. And if I don't move like that for a video game, please believe I don't move like that in real life for stuff that really matters. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if you think I'm straight up real cat for this video game, please believe me, it's 10 times that in real life. You understand? But I already know a lot of times in these chats, in these games, it show a lot of people's character. I told a few people that already. Even though this is a video game, a lot of this stuff show people's character. Believe it or not. You know, and you may look at that and say, yo, how? Ain't no how. Just look. Just pay attention. You understand? Just pay attention. I move a certain way. Just to give you an example. Norm had a situation with somebody before in here that we all used to play with. They end up getting to something in real life with about some paper. You understand what I'm saying? Now, mind you, the person that Norm had a situation with, we all was playing Madden leagues together. You understand? But guess what? I found out, I got word that homie did some funny stuff. Yo, nah, bro, I can't co-sign that. You can't play in the league no more. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's just how I move. It's a video game, but it's still principles to this. You know, Norm been playing. I'm just saying, homie, and I don't even want to say his name, but like I said, homie was playing, then he fell out the loop, then he tried to come back. You understand what I'm saying? Then when he tried to come back, and I found out what happened, now you can't come back. And he hit me in the DM, yo, why I can't play in your league? You know what I'm saying? He was basically begging me to come back in the league. Nah, you can't come back, bruh. You understand? I don't move like that. Like, yo, listen, I never met Norm in real life, but at the same time, he been rocking with me. So guess what? You violated. Nah, I'm not co-signing that. You understand? Because if there was the shoes on the other foot, I wouldn't want nobody to co-sign that neither. If it was done to me, yo, don't have this dude in the league, bro. You understand what I'm saying? This nigga did some funny stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't had nothing to do with me. But I never chimed in and cracked jokes about it or nothing, because that's nothing to joke about. You understand? I done seen niggas get smoked for less. You know, so that ain't nothing to play about. You know, and we all grown. So guess what? Being that happened, yo, you can't be a part of this. Yeah, he wanted to be down. He stayed in my DM. You understand what I'm saying? But I guess eventually he caught the point. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how I move, man. I move with a certain way. I move with integrity, you know? So, and, yeah, exactly. I did that on my own. Like, you know, I don't, certain stuff I just don't co-sign. You understand? If you violate, I ain't co-signing that. I ain't gotta meet none of y'all in real life. I feel like I know y'all. I feel like I know a lot of y'all, but I haven't met none of y'all really. Just a very few. You understand? But at the same time, if we a part of something, if we put in our hours and our time to be a part of something, yo, if you violate, you gotta go. That's just what it is. You can't come back over here. You know, not on my watch. Now if I stop doing my league and I let somebody else take over and I'm not a part of it no more, and somebody else carrying on whatever it takes, if they decide to let people in or whatever, that's on them. But as long as I'm running the show, certain things I'm just not going for. So if you violate anybody in here on like that, no, you ain't getting down. And that's the same way I feel about just in here. Even with commissioners, if I find out commissioner did something funny, you know, yo, that's getting addressed. That's getting handled. I'm not going to turn the other way and say, oh, well, you know, I ain't going to say nothing because that's a commissioner. How? You forget I'm in here to compete as well. So if I'm letting the commissioner get over and do something that I'm not doing, how am I benefiting from that? That ain't helping me. Unless I'm doing something funny myself, then it's like, well, I ain't gonna say nothing because I'm doing something, but I ain't doing nothing funny. So if I ain't doing nothing funny, I ain't letting no commissioner do nothing funny. That's just what it is. Like, I can't even really get into the whole thing about what was talked about because I really don't remember and don't know a lot about it. But what I do know, I don't allow funny stuff. I don't do funny stuff. And that's all I can stand on. So whatever other questions that people have for his players or whatever other commissioners' players, yo, listen, if you know something that I don't know, point it out. And if you got facts to back it up, please show it. You understand? Before I go to the chat and said I was going live, I seen somebody using Gunslinger and AGS. He said the 49ers. All right, guess what I'm going to do as soon as this live is over? I'm going to go knock on the 49ers door. Yo, bro, you got to change that. You got to change that quarterback throwing motion back. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the way I move, if y'all tell me something, I don't even gotta go. I don't never go and tell somebody, yo, such and such told me something. It don't matter who told me something. Yo, he pointed something out. That's all I need to know. I'm running with it now. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it is. Like, I try to do things a certain way. You understand what I'm saying? And I think that's why my league is so popular, because y'all dudes know I run things a certain way. Y'all know I don't never do no funny style stuff, and y'all know I come up with a lot of ways to help everybody out, from the best player to the worst player in here. Like, I try to come up with ways to everybody could benefit from. I don't try to put nobody above nobody, no matter what. And actually, I try to give the players, the teams that miss playoffs and stuff and all that, I try to do more for them than the guys that's winning. You know, but at the same time, I can't always not do nothing for the guys that's winning. You understand? But I can't do more for the guys that's winning than the guys that's losing. So that's why I come up with little stuff. You know, I come up with a little gambling stuff for everybody could participate in. You ain't got to be the best player to play the gambling joint that I got going on. When I said Monday night, if you got a Monday night game and you playing, the winner gets something. Guess what? I don't make the schedule. Now, if I say game of the week, yo, whoever got the game of the week gonna get some attribute points. Guess what? If I did that, if I did that game of the week, it'll only be certain teams that'll always keep benefiting from that. Because guess what? The guys that got losing records, they will never have a game of the week. You understand? So I had to think about it like, nah, I don't want to exclude these guys. Let me think of something that's going to get everybody involved. So I said, you know what? Monday night, I don't make the schedule. So even on, like for instance, this Monday night had Jags and Browns. Rico, right? Now, all right, Rico lost. But Rico had a chance to get some attribute points. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, but the thing is, Norm, BAP had him on his thing that showed that he drafted him. That's what I said. The draft glitched out. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, maybe BAP wasn't supposed to have him, but the fact that it showed up that he had him on his draft board, who he drafted, that's what he was running with. You understand? That draft glitched out so crazy that we can't fully say what's what. We all know it glitched. So therefore, it shouldn't even be a problem, especially if he's saying he had him on his draft board. That's all. You know what I'm saying? But again, back to what I was saying. Monday night, like, everybody's going to get a chance. Like, look, the Rams, Silk would never have a game of the week, right? He got a game of the week. Week 4. Who else got not a game of the week, a Monday night? Bears and Colts. Colts would never have a chance to have game of the week, right? So he got a chance to win some attribute points. Who else got a Monday night? Broncos and Chargers, right? Those are two good teams. Well, Broncos haven't been having too much success over there. Raiders and Colts. Colts this is Thursday night. This is the Monday night. Monday night, Giants and Bucks. You know what I'm saying? So it's like everybody getting a piece of a Monday night, which is pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? Falcons and Saints. BS would never have a game of the week. But, yo, guess what? He got a chance now. All he got to do is win this game, no matter what his record is. I don't care if he got 0 wins coming into week 7. If he win this game, he get a couple of attribute points. You understand? So I try to come up with stuff. Yeah, they'll be, yeah, all right, cool. If you got 2, listen, I don't make the schedule. So if you got 2 Monday nighters, you got 2 Monday nighters. That's just what it is. I can't say, yo, you only allowed to have 1, and then now I got to decide which one you get to have. Nah, if you get 2, you get 2. You know, maybe the schedule is made because they feel like they want to see certain teams more than once. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how the team you gel. You know how entertaining they are. I don't know, but if you got 2 Monday nights, you got 2 Monday nights. You know, I tell you one thing, everybody not gonna have two, but I ain't got nothing to do with it. I got no control over that. You know, and the same way you got 2 Monday night games and you can win and get two different attributes, you can lose and get no attributes. So I mean, it is what it is. I'm not gonna penalize nobody for the schedule, giving somebody 2 Monday nighters, but I was just making a point to y'all, showing y'all, you know, about these Monday night games, like, you know, Bengals and Browns, like, you know, who else we got for Monday night? Lions and Titans. You know, good. Now these are good games. These guys are very aware, capable of having game of the week. But I know one thing. I ain't got no Monday night. That's for sure. Dolphins and Jets. I might as well keep going to see if I see my team on there. Falcons and Chiefs. You know, who knows? Maybe I'll do something for Thursday nights. I don't know. Probably not this season. Maybe next season. But we're gonna mix it up. You know, I'm never scared to try nothing new. You know what I'm saying? I always want to try something to keep the league entertaining. Wow, we in week 13. I still don't see no Monday night for the Eagles. Okay, they ain't got old Tom Brady on Monday night. All right. I see how it's going. I see how it's going. No Eagles. No Eagles. Niggas giving Eagles no love for Monday night. Cardinals and Bucks. Week 18. Is my luck on week 18 for Monday night? Oh, ain't no Monday night, week 18. But again, as y'all can see, I always also tell y'all that a lot of stuff I create for the league is not for me. Like, I don't come up with slick stuff to try to benefit from and then say, you know, oh, and whoever got this, knowing that I got, you know, and like prime example, it's 3. 6 for 6 is 3. 6 for 6 is 3. You lose 3, you win 3. Like prime example, like you see Bengals, right? You see Bengals got 2 Monday night games. Now, I didn't know who had anything on Monday night, but if I had the Bengals, if I would have had the Bengals, you know, and I had 2 Monday night, it would have looked like, you know, oh, you creating a Monday night thing because you got 2. Nah. You know what I'm saying? I don't pay attention to stuff. I just be thinking about stuff. I don't have a Monday night. So you clearly know how to come up with this for my, you know, for my benefit. But like I say, I don't never come up with nothing for my benefit. I try to do something what's best for the league, fun, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like anytime I come up with anything, trust me, I don't have no hidden agenda. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all for the fun. It's all for entertainment, everything, you know. I came up with the stuff for gambling, 6 for 6 suicide. I posted my suicide pick. I took the Browns. I won. You know what I mean? Guess what? I can't pick the Browns no more for the season. But, you know, listen, I'm playing. And only people that I know playing the suicide is me and Norm. Nobody else DM me. And it's too late now because I told y'all, you only was able to play. It's supposed to be done in week 1. You understand? Because it's supposed to go from week 1 to the end of the season, but I gave y'all a chance to do it in week 2. So, in week 2, it's only 2 games left, so it's a wrap. So, but you can play the 6 for 6 anytime. The suicide, once you play week 1, you got to keep playing weekly. There is no, I'm going to play this week and not next week. Suicide don't work that way. You understand? You got to keep picking a team every week, but you can't pick the same team more than once. And the objective of the game is not to get eliminated. You understand? That's the whole objective of the game. 6 for 6, you can play anytime. You can not play the first 10 weeks, and you can decide to play week 12 if you like. You know, so that's that. Norm played the 6 for 6. Norm lost 2 weeks in a row. So Norm about to lose 2 different attribute points for 2 weeks in a row. You know what I mean? But again, listen, you know how they say scared money don't make money. You know what I mean? So, it is what it is at this point. I was supposed to play 6 for 6 this week, but I ain't speak up fast enough. I could tell you who I had too. I don't know if I would have won or lost. I'm about to find out. I had Browns. Let me see game by game who I took. I didn't touch that game. Why is this saying oh, it's preseason. I know I'm tripping. I'm like, why is it saying that? All right, so who I had I had Browns. That was one of my 6 for 6. I didn't play. I didn't get it in. Because for me, I got to make sure I go at the chat so y'all can clearly see my picks. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody to feel like, oh, you saying you won. How we know? I was supposed to put my picks in the chat before the games was played, and I didn't get a chance to do it, so I just left it alone. But I'm just sharing with y'all who I had. Now, I'm about to find out if I would have won or lost. I had Browns. I had Ravens. That was my second pick. I had yeah, I gamble too, especially off the football. Well, I slowed down a lot, but I used to gamble football hard. That's how I know about all these different things from gambling in real life with this football stuff. You know what I mean? So I decided to bring it to the video game, you know, and I definitely won stacks betting on this stuff. But football is a hard sport to gamble with, man, because it's always an upset, just like it is in these leagues. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely won some nice paper though, gambling in football. Let me see. My picks was the Browns. I had Ravens. I had who else? That was my 2 picks. Yeah, basketball too. I know I took Relly. That was 3. Who else I had? Who else did I have? I had Relly. That was 3. I had Bills. That was 4. I think I took Carnage. No, I ain't take Carnage. I can't think who else I had. But so far I'm looking good though. Like I remember these picks that I had. So far I'm looking good. I took Dre. Yeah, hell yeah, man. I would have won. And I took and I took Money Mascot. Yeah, I had my 6. Yeah, I had my 6. That was my 6. But I didn't get it in. You know what I'm saying? Because the key is, if you playing, you gotta get your picks in. Well, you gotta DM me your picks. I gotta go at the chat. But if you playing, you gotta DM me your picks. So I would have had it, but I messed it up. But it ain't easy. You know what I'm saying? Because Murph cost people some picks in week 1. I mean, Murph cost a couple people in week 1, and I think Murph cost a couple people in week 2. You know what I mean? So the Lions is 0-2 right now, but on top of that, he got a couple of dudes' attributes dropping on the strength that he losing. You know, but it's not going to be easy. Trust me when I tell you, because nobody's going to go undefeated. Not even the champ. The champ ain't going undefeated. Nobody going undefeated. So there's going to be some guys that's going to lose some games. You just don't want to happen to pick them on that particular week. You know, I could tell you now going into week 3, I'm just going to see who I'm probably leaning towards. I probably take Bucks. I probably do the Chiefs, but let me see. Bucks, Ravens. These games too hard. I ain't touching those. Bucks, Ravens. I'll probably do Relly again. That'll be 3. I take Money Mascot. That's 4. Probably do E-Ball 5 and Viking 6. You know, off the top of my head, those will probably be my 6. Looking at week 3. But yeah, so you know, listen, I ain't gonna talk y'all head off, you know what I mean? Matter of fact, I do think there was something else that I wanted to mention. I can't really think for sure. That's all good. I didn't do the predictions anyway, so it'll come back to me. But listen, ITT getting ready to jump off, man. I'm gonna start writing down these I'm gonna write down, you know, all of y'all that told me that you want in, and I'm gonna write down y'all teams, and I'm gonna figure this thing out. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't got to me about ITT, send me your 14s, please do. I don't think it's 32 people just yet. You know, I'm pretty sure it's still a couple of slots left open. So if you want an ITT, DM me. You know what I mean? And yeah, I still got to do the predictions and everything, but I'm not going to do that right now. So I still got time to figure out who I'm going to take on the 6 for 6. But again, these last 2 games, Patriots and Colts, y'all can let me know what's up. If y'all haven't already, if any of the commissioners know something, let me know. If anybody, period, know something, let me know. Vikings and Texans, let me know something about their game. If y'all know any of these are only 2 games that's left. So if y'all know, they put something in the chat earlier about playing, that's cool. If they playing tomorrow, that's cool as well. But what I don't want to do is wait for tomorrow and they still ain't saying nothing, So you guys, you two games, you 4 teams, like, if y'all playing tomorrow, that's fine, but give me a time. I don't want to just be sitting in limbo, waiting for y'all and nobody saying nothing. You know what I mean? Because even though I'm saying I don't mind y'all playing tomorrow, if y'all not playing tomorrow, I'm gonna advance tonight. So I just need to know what's the word, what y'all gonna do, and go from there. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's about it. So I ain't gonna talk your head off. Something else that I think I wanted to mention also. Can't think of it right now, but that's about it, man. But just know, in closing, I don't allow funny style stuff to go down. And I tell anybody, if you know about somebody did something, tell me. I ain't gotta expose of who says something to me. I'll address it and handle it. I'll take care of it. Nobody get no pass. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't even give myself a pass. I don't never look at it and say, well, I'm the guy putting on all this work, doing all this 5th quarter stuff and all of that. I deserve. No, I don't do none of that. So if I ain't doing that for my own self, I ain't allowing nobody else to pull off nothing like that. I'm in here to compete just like the next man. So I don't want nobody having a one-up over me that I ain't even trying to give myself. But that's about it, man. We'll see what happened with the advance. We'll see what happened. But this season is starting off very, very interesting. I must say, it's a lot of football left, but it's definitely starting off interesting, including for myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to get ready to string some wings together. But we got a tough schedule, so we're gonna have to dig deep. You know what I'm saying? I know I played yesterday and threw 10 interceptions. I don't never throw no 10 interceptions in a game. Part of that was just me trying to get through the game so I could finish getting in what I was getting into. And then the other part of it is I just don't know how his guy was getting all them picks. I mean, I had his guys beat, and he still was jumping out of nowhere like he had a cape on. I don't know. I can't call it, but it is what it is, man. Spilled milk. We gotta forget about that game, and we gotta just focus on. We got the Browns next. You know what I mean? So another tough game, but hey, we're gonna come. We're gonna Yeah, exactly. I don't throw no 10 interceptions, man. But again, it was a combination of everything. It was a combination that I was in here cooking. So it was like I just wanted to get back into doing what I was doing. So I wasn't really focused on the game the way I should have. And then, like I said, the other part of it was that his guys just making picks that I never thought he was going to be able to make. You know what I'm saying? Like, I threw a couple of picks in the end zone. I mean, listen, it's just one of them games, man. But it's all right. Like I say, the good thing about regular season is always next week. You understand what I'm saying? And about regular season, you can't get too high in the win. You can't get too low on a loss. You know what I'm saying? A lot of football left to be played. So we ain't worrying about this loss carrying us into week 3. We got to play a good Browns team, and we got to come sharper than what we just did. You know what I'm saying? But the good news is I ain't worrying about no cooking, no food, and getting back to doing different things. I said I'm going to lock in for that 40 minutes. I got to play the Browns, and however it's going to shake out, it's going to shake out. You know what I'm saying? But we got to get ready to we definitely got to get ready to get some wins together, for sure. Because, man, once you start off in a certain hole, man, it's hard to dig out of it, Football, is a lot of football left, but football is not like the NBA. It's ain't an 82-game season, you know what I mean? These seasons go by fast. You blink and you in the second half of the season already. So, but it's all fun. I love the competition. I love the competitive nature. So I'm here for it. You know what I mean? But I will be back for the 5th quarter to do the predictions and everything. You know what I'm saying? And again, Anybody got word on them games, let me know or whatever, and then we'll go about it from there. Who knows? Maybe Advance will be tonight. But I'll catch up with y'all. I'm out.